Hello.
Hi, can I speak to Douglas?
This is Douglas.
Hey, Doug. This is Jubal.
Okay, who are you?
I host a radio show called Brooke and Jubal in the morning. My name is Jubal.
What do you need from me?
Well, I wanted to talk to you about a friend of ours who you know.
Okay.
Okay. You're a pretty quick and to the point guy, aren't you, Douglas?
Yes, I am. Why are you calling me?
Good question.
So, you went out with a girl named Jessie recently.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you like Jessie?
What business is that of yours?
Well, it's our business because she emailed us to see if we could talk to you and find out if you didn't like her.
I didn't hate her.
Whoa.
I just didn't feel it working.
Okay. Can you tell us why?
I don't feel we're at the same places in our lives, and it's just as far as personalities, temperaments, and patience goes, it's just not what I'm looking for in someone to date. Sorry.
Is it because you have a kid and she doesn't?
How do you know that?
Well, she told us a little bit about your date and said she thinks that's the reason you don't want to go out with her again.
It's just like the millennials, you can't deal with it yourself.
Wait, what? You just put down a whole generation of people there?
Well, I'm not saying that every millennial is one of those things and behaves that way, but when I see a duck, I call it a duck.
It's a good way to be. So you thought she was a millennial duck.
No,
Well, after having to listen to a 5-minute tirade that someone didn't tag her in a Facebook post, yeah, kind of.
What?
Okay, wait.
Whoa.
I want to know about the tirade, but I'm really curious. Are you a 65-year-old man?
I'm a 30-year-old man with 2 kids with sole custody. I got a lot to do.
Okay.
I'm very busy. I just don't have time to screw around anymore.
Okay. And by her complaining about a Facebook post, you think she has time to screw around and you don't?
It's not just that. She's complaining that, I work a 10 to 8 or a 10 to 5 job and I only got 8 hours of sleep last night and her friends aren't tagging her in Facebook posts and it's just, I don't think she's a bad person. I just don't have time for that.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. You're a single parent of 2 kids.
I'm in a different place in my life. I'm sorry.
Why didn't you just tell her that, though?
Well, I didn't want to come down on her as you're an idiot and I don't want to have anything else to do with you. We're already there on the date. And I don't think that. It's just like I said, we're just in different places in our lives.
Right.
We want different things. Maybe in a few years she might feel differently, but right now I don't have the time to do it.
So in your mind, it's just finish the date up, give her a kiss on the cheek, send her on her way, and you can get back to doing business.
Look, it's not doing business. It's called life. I'm actively participating in it, and I just got to get it done. I don't have time for the BS.
But, here's the thing with that. I get that you have a lot on your plate right now, but you can't fault her for not having the same amount of stuff to deal with.
I'm not faulting her. I'm just saying that I don't have time for it. I'm sure there's plenty of other guys that can sympathize and want to listen to her about not getting tagged in a Facebook post. I'm not one of them.
All right.
And look, if you guys want to get back to her and just let her know, that'd be great. I'd appreciate it.
Okay. Well, I have a better idea. I can tell that like I said, you're a man of business. Let's expedite it and just let you know that she's on the phone right now and you actually told her.
What are you talking about?
She's on the other line listening to this conversation and would like to speak with you real quick. If you have time, sir.
Sir?
She's not on the phone.
Yes, I am. Hi.
I'm sorry, Jesse, you had to hear that. I don't mean it maliciously, but it's the truth.
It just sounds like you're being really, really insensitive, honestly.
It's not about insensitivity. It's just,
No, it's that you don't want to empathize with my problems, that you think your problems are so much bigger and greater than mine are.
You were worried about a Facebook post. I have 2 kids to raise. Those are quantitatively much bigger problems.
Well,
I'm sorry if that hurts your feelings. I don't mean to. It's just the way it is.
Listen, it wasn't about the Facebook post. It was the fact that it was posted by my roommate, okay? You have no idea what it's like to live with 2 other women. It's hard. It's really hard.
Are you kidding me? I can't even believe that sentence is coming out of your mouth.
I can't even, because you have no idea. You have no clue. You've never done it before.
You have no idea what it's like to be responsible for 2 kids that you're responsible for keeping alive. You live with 2 kids, they're not your responsibility. I live with 2 kids, I am their responsibility. The buck stops with me. I'm not worried about Facebook posts. I'm sorry.
Please stop talking about my Facebook post and stop talking about your kids, okay? How hard can it be to raise 2 kids, okay? You just put them in front of a TV.
Whoa.
Guys,
Why not?
I'm starting to lose my patience. Like I said, she's not an evil person. I just do not have time for this nonsense anymore. I'm sure she'll do great. I'm sure she's going to find a great guy. I really got to go.
Okay.
Listen, working is hard, okay? I work from 10 to 5 with barely an hour lunch break, okay? That's difficult, and you don't even want to hear me out?
Yeah, hear her out, dude. 10 to 5.
All right, fine. You want to know something? Like the day that we met playing up at Frisbee, the kind of days off I get like that? I get one of those a month. Even when I have a day off, Jesse, I don't have a day off. I have to babysit 2 kids every second of the day. There's no time off for me. If I'm lucky, I get 5 hours of sleep a night.
That is the choice you made, okay? If you have 2 kids, that's your choice. You're going to be a father, okay? You can't blame me if I want to get more than 8 hours of sleep tonight.
Jesse, I'm not blaming you. I just don't want to date you.
Jesse, I think that you should probably just quit while you're ahead because he is being way nicer than I expected him to be to you.
I don't think so. I'd like to hear more from him.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I think you guys would be a great couple.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Douglas, would you like to go out with Jesse on another date? We will pay for it.
Come on, guys, please.
Please get you a second date.
Yeah, I don't think that's
Am I
what he
reading
meant.
into it wrong, Douglas?
Look, I appreciate that you're having a lot of fun on the radio, but I really got stuff to do. I'm sorry Jesse and I didn't get along. I'm sorry you guys couldn't put us back together for a date. Everything will be fine. The sun's coming up tomorrow. Nobody's going to die. But I have to go get my kids ready for school. Please, may I go?
All right.
Yep.
Well, we'll let you go, Douglas. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
All right.
All right, he is gone. Jesse, I'm sorry that didn't work out for you.
I mean, I'm kind of blown away by it. I honestly thought it didn't go that badly, so...
You thought it didn't go badly?
He just denied you and hung up.
Well, Jesse, better luck next time, okay?
Okay.
And I feel your pain about the Facebook tagging thing. It is so annoying when people leave you off of posts.
Thank you.
Yeah.
He just didn't get it.
I know. What a jerk.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Max, please?
Yeah, I'm Max.
Hey, Max, how are you? This is Jubal.
Hi?
Hi. Do you know what?
No, I think I've heard of you.
Wonderful. All right, perfect. Good to see that we're tracking with people. That's always good. Well, I'm calling you today because one of our listeners actually emailed us about you.
I don't know why they would have done that, but okay.
It's because you went out on a date with them and you wowed them. And they miss you, and they want to see you again.
That is not ringing any bells, but I'll take your word for it.
All right. Well, I'm going to say that you probably remember going on a date with this person because she was actually 8 months pregnant when you guys went out.
Oh, what, Julie or Jamie or something like that?
Wow.
Jamie.
You
Her
don't
name
even
was Jamie.
remember the pregnant girl's name?
This was like 3 or 4 months ago. I don't remember everything about it.
All right. Well, her name was Jamie, and she liked you a lot, and she's wondering why you guys haven't spoken since your date.
What do you mean, why we haven't talked? She hasn't tried to call me.
That's a good point.
I don't know what she's after from me if she's not interested in, picking up the phone herself.
Yeah. Well, I guess this is now her contacting you through us, but I guess she was hoping maybe you liked her enough to hit her up.
She was a nice girl. I just didn't really feel like hitting her up,
Yeah, it'd be a lot to be surprised by someone that's 8 months pregnant. I mean, that's a lot to date.
Yeah, among other things, I wasn't entirely on board with that.
That's not the only thing?
I kind of felt like she was a scammer a bit, to be honest.
Oh, she's doing the old fake pregnancy date thing, huh?
What is the
Women love doing that. They put on a fake baby bump and then go and make guys buy them dinner. They do it all the time because they know how much guys like pregnant chicks.
What are you talking
Am I right, Max?
Well, no, I believe the pregnancy was real, but, her photo didn't show anything about that. So then, I arrive and there she is and she's 8 months pregnant and that's a surprise, but I'm not just going to turn around and walk out immediately.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to be the guy to be a to the lonely pregnant girl, right? So I kind of felt like I was trapped there, and like I feel like she was just sort of exploiting the pregnancy to get me to pay for her dinner.
What?
Oh.
You think that
okay.
she was using pregnancy to get free food out of you?
I brought that up as a joke, and she confirmed it.
How did she confirm it?
Whoa.
She said, yes, I'm trying to use dudes to buy me dinner because I'm pregnant.
Basically, what she said was she's aware of the shock of her pregnancy, and as long as she's got that and she knows the effect it's going to have, why not use it?
Okay.
What?
But she was, you were joking, obviously, so she was probably joking, too.
I mean, it could have been a joke, but she said she's done it before a couple of times, so I'm not sure that I'm buying the joke angle.
Hey, it's Jamie. Listen, you're totally wrong about all that.
Oh, wait. Okay. Who is that?
It's me, Jamie.
Yeah, Max. Jamie is on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Okay. Why didn't you give me a heads up about that, man?
Yeah, sorry. Forgetful. I'm very forgetful sometimes.
Hey, listen, I don't do it anymore. I had the baby.
What?
You know? So,
Wait, hold on, Jamie. You're saying that you were using men to pay for dinners while you were pregnant?
they don't have to stay. They could have left, and I always offer to pay my half. But, if they're offering...
I thought you were going out with him because you wanted to go on a date, not because you were hungry.
No, I do actually want to go on a real second date with him now, though, because out of all the guys that paid for my meals, he was, the best.
Oh, what?
You hear that, Max? What a good review. You were the nicest dude to get used.
I'm not sure that being the nicest scam victim is the great basis for a relationship.
It wasn't a scam. I actually really like you, and you know what I mean? It's just out of all the guys, I like you the most, and it's just coming out wrong. Everything's just coming out wrong.
Oh, I don't think
No.
Yeah, it's coming out wrong. It's coming out a couple of times wrong. You had the misleading photo at the beginning. Yeah, you did offer to pay, but it was sort of that, I guess, if you want me to, and it was that sort of really reluctant, I'm going to offer because I have to, but I don't really want to.
Yeah.
You were nice. I just don't know that I buy the authenticity, you know?
Nice? How is she nice? She was using men for food. Jamie.
Max, if this is a scam, then why would I call a radio station to try to get a hold of you? Obviously, I actually want to go on another date with you. Do you guys think it's a scam?
Yes.
I don't know. We do offer free food.
Yeah, that's true.
We offer to send you out on a second date at the end of it. Are you trying to scam us too, Jamie?
Are you just really hungry?
No. In fact, I don't even need the free date. I'll pay for the date.
Hold on.
Okay, well then, Max, would you like to go out with Jamie on a second date? She will pay for it because I'm not allowing you to use me, Jamie.
I don't know. I don't know that I want
How are
to...
we even debating this? Jamie, you can't, prey on people's kindness for your own gain. That's what you were doing while you were pregnant to all these people.
Oh my God, that's so wrong though, because I actually did offer to pay every single time, and I'm offering to pay for this date.
True, she is right.
Which the check's going to come in and be like, oh, you want to split it, or it's on you.
No, you're blowing this out of proportion. I'm telling you, I am going to pay for this.
Okay.
This is
So,
weird, man.
Max, all right, I'm going to ask you one more time. Will you go out with Jamie on another date? She will pay for it.
No, this is too weird. It seemed like a scam 3 months ago. She's offering to pay now, but she had to go through a radio station instead of calling me directly. I don't know what's going on. I got bad vibes from this whole thing. No.
You know what, Max? Screw yourself then, all right? You're just angry I didn't hook up with you that night.
Yeah. He probably is very angry that he didn't get to hook up with a woman who's 8 months pregnant. I know I would be.
Whatever, you guys are jerks, okay?
I think she's gone. Max, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still there feeling a bit like I dodged a bullet.
What? What are you talking about?
Crazy.
It sounded perfectly normal to me, that whole situation.
And, I've been on a couple of dates since her, and if any of them call you and want you to call me, just don't do that.
Come on, Max. I want to put you on, every single one of these. I want all the people who have ever dated Max. Text in right now, 78592, so we can call him on your behalf.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Juliana, please?
Yeah, this is she.
Hey, Juliana, how are you? This is Jubal from...
Who is this?
Jubal from...
I'm sorry, what is this?
It's a radio show.
Is this a scam? Are you trying to tell me something? I'm going to hang up.
No, I'm not trying to sell you anything at all.
If we were.
One of our listeners actually emailed us about you.
Okay.
His name is Sean, and he's a guy that you sort of went on a date with recently.
Oh.
That went down.
Right. Whoa. So you remember hanging out with Sean?
Yeah, I remember him.
It doesn't sound like you fondly remember him.
You could say that.
Oh.
Oh, okay. He has great memories of you.
Really?
Yeah, that's why he emailed us. Sean wants to know why you're not calling him back.
I think he's a sketchball. Is that a good enough reason?
What?
Really?
No.
I mean, we talked to him. I thought he was dorky at worst, but a nice guy.
So he called you? What did he say?
Well, I don't want to tell you because you sound mad.
It wasn't anything bad.
I want to know. I want to know. What did he say?
Well, he said that he met you at some show and you guys were bonding over the great banjo player that they had. And then you went to then you went to a bar after.
Whoa.
And he spilled a drink on himself and asked if he could go back to your place to kind of clean his shirt up or something.
Which we all said had to be an excuse to just get over to your place, but he swore up and down it wasn't.
So I guess he didn't mention to you that he's a thief.
What?
Whoa. A
thief?
No.
Yeah, he's a kleptomaniac.
He didn't drop that.
Yeah, he didn't tell us that he likes to steal things.
Yeah, so the next morning, I was in my room. He was on the couch. I heard some rustling in the hallway, and it was 5 a.m. or something. And then I heard a door close. So I called out. I was like, Sean, hello? No answer. So I got up, walked out into the hallway. I looked around. I checked the couch. He wasn't there. He was gone. But I saw that the closet door in my hallway was open, where I keep my coats and stuff.
Okay.
And he had put his coat there.
Uh-huh.
So I went over to close it, and his coat was gone. That makes sense, I guess, if he was gone. But then all of my hangers were gone, too.
What?
Yeah, all of my empty hangers that were just hanging in my closet were gone.
What?
And they were there. They were there before he came. So, yeah, he's a thief.
Wait, you're accusing him of stealing coat hangers from your house?
I'm not assuming that happened. I know that happened. He did it.
You sound very angry about these hangers being taken.
Would you be angry if you invited someone back to your house after a really nice date and then found out that they stole things from you? Yeah, I think you'd be.
I guess, but I don't know why hangers just doesn't hit me that hard.
Me neither. It's so weird.
They're my things. I only just met. We hung out for a couple hours. And I invited him back to my place. Why would you take my hangers?
Yeah, it's a really valid question.
It makes no sense. It's weird and sketchy and dumb.
Yeah, it is.
You didn't notice anything else missing from your house. It was just the hangers.
You keep saying my hangers like it's not a big deal, but he just took them. He didn't leave a note. He didn't say anything about it. He just took my hangers. That is weird, man.
Yeah, I guess it is weird. I don't know why you would take hangers. Don't you want to know why he would?
Hangers?
Don't you know why he would want to steal your hangers?
No, I don't care why he did it. I don't care how he tries to excuse himself. He's lucky I didn't call the police.
That would be a call.
Yeah, I'd love to see him get arrested for that.
Yeah.
That's possible, though, right?
I probably, you probably could get him arrested. I'm kind of wondering why he would steal your hangers. So I think we should ask him, Juliana, because he's on the phone listening right now and wants to talk to you.
What? This is a setup?
Well, I don't like that word. It's a dirty way to describe it, but yeah, kind of. Sean?
Hey, Juliana.
Wow. I didn't know you were on the phone, but since you are, what the hell were you thinking?
It's a great question.
Okay, this is a big misunderstanding.
Oh, yeah? What's the misunderstanding? You took my hangers and what? What's the misunderstanding?
Okay, yeah, I took some hangers. I'm sorry. Honestly,
okay,
for one
so you
thing,
did take them. Oh my God, how is there a misunderstanding there?
That is so weird.
all right, Juliana, just calm down, hear me out, okay? There's actually a really good reason why I took the hangers.
There is no good reason why you would take my hangers.
Yeah, I'm interested in hearing the reason, too. I think everybody is.
And how many hangers are we talking about right now? 3 or 12?
It was probably around 15 or so, but okay.
Yeah.
Dude.
Here's the thing. I just moved into a new apartment. My hangers are all in a box somewhere. I don't know where. Everything I own is in boxes except for all my clothes that are in a pile on my kitchen table. So I was thinking, all right, I was getting my coat out of the closet, and I'm thinking, oh, my God, here's all these hangers. If I just grab a handful and take them with me, it'll make my life so much easier for the next few days. And then when I see her again, I'll bring them back because I'll have my
life together a little bit more by that point. And I'll say, hey, you probably didn't even notice these were gone, but I borrowed some of your hangers. I hope that's cool. I was thinking you'd think it was charming and funny.
What? That is so weird. You thought that stealing my hangers would make me actually want to see you again? Or surprising me with the fact that you stole my things would be exciting and charming? That makes no sense.
Juliana, I didn't steal anything, okay? I just borrowed something. I was with every intention of giving it back. I'll bring them back today if you want, and it's 15 plastic coat hangers that I didn't think to be noticed were gone.
Borrowing is when you ask someone, and ask someone usually that you know, or you can't just meet someone and then take their things and think it's okay and that you'll bring it back. What if I didn't see you again?
Well, we'd had such a good time, I thought you were probably going to want to hang out again. And,
That's really annoying, too, that you just assume that. And so take my things, and that's your reasoning. That is so stupid.
Okay, yeah, it was kind of inconsiderate. I probably should have said something about that on the note I left you. So I'm sorry. What do you want me to do?
Honestly, at this point, I don't even care. Just keep the hangers. Whatever.
Juliana, I mean, do you think your anger's maybe a little bit out of control on this one?
No, you don't go on a first date with someone you just met that night. You don't. Is that going to win someone over by taking their things?
He just
what does that mean for future things? Is every time he comes over, if we hang out again, he's going to take something else?
Yeah, that's true. Like all of a sudden your silverware's missing. Just a couple forks, though.
Yes.
I moved.
Yeah, not gonna lie, but that's indicative of kleptomaniac tendencies. What the hell? I don't want to be around someone like that.
I think we're getting carried away here.
Juliana, you think you're maybe blowing this a little bit out of proportion for 15 plastic coat hangers? I mean,
I'm not blowing anything out of proportion. They're my things.
Hey, Juliana, you're clearly fired up about this, and I think you two should get together and talk outside of this phone call. Would you like to go on a second date with?
So.
No, would you like to go on a second date with Sean? We'll pay for it.
I don't care how fast you say it. I'm not doing it.
If I say it this fast, we go on a second date with him. What if it's that fast?
Stop!
Come on, give him a chance. He's dumb with social graces, maybe, but he doesn't sound like a bad person.
Well, dumb with social graces is not that attractive. I don't know. This is weird.
Look, whether you want to hang out again or not, that's fine. But I'm going to tell you what. I'll come back to your place tonight. I'll bring back your hangers, and I'll bring you a new set of new hangers.
No, you don't.
Did you hear that, though? He said he'd bring a brand new set.
Oh, that's an upgrade. You're right, Jubal.
I swear to God, if you come over tonight with those hangers, I'm going to shove them inside you.
Oh, okay. That was aggressive.
You never know. That could be even more incentive for him to come over. This could be a second date update first. Maggie, who's on the phone to do a second date update today, just admitted to us that she has been with 30 guys in the last week.
No.
Impressive statistics, Maggie.
Good job, girl.
Yep.
Thank you.
If you missed the first part of the second date update, Maggie met this guy named Ray at a bar. They went out for a coffee date after meeting up. She said everything was going well, but she made a joke to him when he said something along the lines of, I bet you go out on a lot of dates. Her response was, yeah, I've been on 30 dates in the past week. The only thing is he didn't get the joke. And he just kind of sat there oh my God. And that's why she thinks she's not getting a call back, because he still doesn't think that it's a joke. It's pretty hard to go out with that many people in 1 week. So hopefully, maybe Maggie, we can get him to realize that and go out with you again. Are you ready to give him a call?
Yes, for sure.
Okay.
This one's so weird to me because he asked you to go out to dinner at the end of the date. I mean, he was obviously complimenting your looks when he said you must get asked out a lot. I don't get that one little joke would make him not call you.
I know. So I'm excited to see what the problem is.
Yeah, no kidding.
One little joke. If he didn't get the fact that he was thinking that you really went out with 30 guys in a week, that's bigger than a little joke. All right.
You're right. Yeah.
I'm going to dial his phone number right now and see if we can get him on the phone, okay?
Okay.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Ray, please?
Yeah, this is Ray.
Hey, Ray, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
Okay.
How's it going?
Fine.
Any idea why I'm calling you?
No.
We recently got an email about you from one of our listeners.
Okay.
Her name is Maggie, and you recently went out on a date with Maggie.
Okay.
You remember that happening?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Maggie emailed us because she's wondering why you haven't given her a call back, especially at the end of the date when you were talking about maybe meeting up for dinner or something. She hasn't heard from you, so she asked if maybe we could get you on the phone to find out why.
Oh.
Is there a reason you're not calling Maggie back?
I mean, it's probably not going to work out.
Oh, man, Ray.
Why is that?
I don't know.
I don't think we're a good match.
Is there a specific reason why you think that? Ray, you're a hard guy to read.
I agree.
So why don't you
at all.
Why don't you think you guys would be a good match?
I don't know. I mean, Maggie, she's a really nice girl. Probably one of the nicest girls I've met in a little while here, but she likes to do a lot of stuff.
What do you mean by that? Like drugs? she didn't.
No.
Yeah. What do you mean by she likes to do a lot of stuff?
Well, she just I don't know. We were talking about stuff, and she was saying all the things she likes to do. She likes to take cooking classes, and she rides a bike, and she, I don't know, always goes out with her friends, and
she sounds like a fun, interesting person by the things that you just said.
Those sound like normal interests to me.
You're right. She's totally interesting, normal person. I'm not very normal. Like, when she asks me what I like to do, I don't really like to do very much, and I don't hold it against her.
So you don't have any hobbies or interests?
I mean, I like watching TV, hanging around the house.
And maybe that's one of the things that she likes to do too. Did you talk to her about that?
Well, I think probably she does, but I don't know if I could keep up with all that other stuff.
You don't have to go biking with her or hiking or whatever she likes to do.
Go hang out with friends.
Yeah, I don't know. I could just tell. I think she deserves someone really amazing.
Do you just have
I just don't know if I'm really up to snuff.
You just sound like you just have really bad self-esteem, buddy.
No, I mean, it's not my fault that I'm like this. It's just that's probably the way I was raised. But I don't have a problem with it. I just don't think it maybe matches up with her lifestyle.
Okay.
But don't you think that's a decision she should make, not you for her? Because you don't know how she feels.
Well, she might even be okay with it now, but I know that in a little bit she's going to see what I see now, which is that, I mean, she's not going to like it. I mean, for instance, I don't want to be expected to do things.
Hey, look, I am 100% with you on that, Ray. Whenever I'm in a relationship, it's the worst when you're expected to do things. But you don't know if she's going to ask you to go bike. You can, both have your own separate lives.
We're just two totally different people. I mean, she's fun. She likes to do things, and I'm not. I'm just boring. So.
Well, maybe, have you thought about this? Maybe if you date her, you could learn to do some activities that you like?
See, that sounds like a lot of pressure right there.
All right. Well, Ray, if that's not enough pressure for you, here's some more pressure. She's actually on the other line listening to this conversation and wants to talk to you.
What?
Hello. Hi, Ray.
No emotion.
Matt, it really breaks my heart to hear you talk about yourself like that.
I don't feel bad about it. I'm just boring, and you're not boring. So you don't want to date me.
You're being really hard on yourself, Ray. Are you always like this?
I'm not trying to be a downer. I'm just being realistic. Just how things are. Being honest.
Well, I had a really great time with you a couple weeks ago, and talking to you now, you sound like a completely different person.
I mean, when you asked me what I like to do, didn't you notice that it took me 10 minutes to get back to you on that?
10 minutes?
You asked me what my interests were, and I realized I don't really do anything. I don't really have any interests. So, I don't know. I kind of feel like maybe I should look at that.
Are you saying that your date with Maggie changed your whole perspective on life?
I'm just looking at things a little differently now.
Wow. Maggie. What did you do to this guy?
Yeah,
I mean, Ray, you really don't think this about yourself.
I just think I need to take some time with myself and just You know, I think you're really sweet, and I think you are really on to something.
You're on to something. And Maggie, you keep doing what you're doing. You're on to something.
You're living your life.
Oh my God,
So,
poor
Ray, let me ask you this, Ray. I will pay for a second date if you guys go out again. Will you go out with Maggie one more time?
Oh.
Oh my God.
Really likes you, Ray. She thinks you're interesting and fun and attractive.
I do, Ray. You know, I like that you're really sweet and you're gentlemanly. I mean, you pulled my chair out for me at the restaurant. You know, guys don't do that. So I would love to see you again.
Mm.
Oh my
But in
gosh.
that list, you forgot boring.
Oh my God.
Ray.
You know, I like doing boring stuff too. I like sitting around doing nothing. That's fun for me sometimes.
Now I feel like you're just saying that to impress me.
That's how you really impress a lot of people. Yeah, no, I'm super boring. Ray, is there any way we can get you to go out with Maggie again?
Come on.
I mean, you're paying for it?
Yes.
Come on, Ray, you're in a slump. You need this.
And you could be boring and she won't mind.
Fine, but don't expect much.
So is that a yes then? You'll go out with Maggie?
Yeah.
Yes!
Congratulations, Maggie. You got a second date. I don't. So you are excited about this?
Well, yeah, I'm excited. It just sounds like he's in a mini slump, so I'm excited to help him get out of it.
All right, good. Well, you can be Ray's slump buster then.
I'm not in a slump. This is how I am. Please don't expect more.
Well, I'm excited to hear about how this whole date turns out with you guys.
Me too.
It's close to, you know, a romance novel or something.
I wouldn't be too excited. Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Charlie, please?
This is he.
Hey, Charlie, how are you? This is Jubal.
What? I'm sorry. What's Brooke and Jubal in the morning? What can I do for you?
It's a radio show, a morning radio show.
A morning radio show. And what does it have to do with me?
Well, I'm calling you today because we recently got an email about you from one of our listeners.
An email from a listener about me.
Yes.
Why?
Because they recently went out on a date with you and they thought you were awesome, but now you're not calling them back.
Okay, so...
I know, it's weird.
I'll explain it to you, Charlie. I'll explain it to you. We do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them back after, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and find out what happened. So you went out with a girl named Samantha the other day.
Isn't not returning the call enough?
Well, apparently, I mean, it's enough to let them know you're not interested, but they want to know why.
Wow. Yeah, I don't really know if I want to talk about it. I don't know if it would be fair to Samantha. I don't know.
Well, if you're thinking about it being fair to her, she is the one who wanted us to do this phone call, and she also said that she's willing to hear whatever the reason is.
I mean, she told us that she thought you guys got along great and that you had good chemistry.
Oh, good chemistry. She said that as well.
Well, okay, listen, she didn't say that specifically. That's how I interpreted what she said about the date. Like that you laughed, it was easy. There was
yes,
even...
it was easy to laugh, yes.
Whoa!
Wait, did you mean that, like, did you just insult? Was that an insult?
No, listen. All right, look, I am, this is difficult. I'm not a jerk. I enjoyed meeting Samantha. It's just obvious to me that she has some drama going on in her life, and I don't want to be involved in it.
Why is it obvious?
I don't know what she told you.
Well, she said that you guys got set up through friends, went to a bar, took a picture there, and then hung out for a little while, and that was about it.
Took a picture there. Okay, yeah. It was more than a picture. It was like a production shoot. She breaks out a selfie stick, has to take a number of different pictures till she finds the right one, then spends more time putting effects and filters on it and whatnot. I was willing to be like, all right, no, whatever, no big deal. But then I get home and on Instagram, she's got somebody else tagged, and the quote is what freaked me out. She's like,
I want to get specifically. Hold on. She says, "Sorry, Jake. Looks like I've moved on."
Nuh-uh. What? You were part of a revenge picture?
Oh.
I guess so. I don't know what is going on, but there's some kind of drama there, and I don't want to be involved in it.
She did not tell us that. She made it sound so innocent, like she was just capturing the moment, and it was no big deal.
I don't want to be involved in any of her drama. I've had that stuff in the past, and I am not ready to deal with it. I don't want it.
Wow.
Okay, well, you're probably going to really like the fact that she's on the other line listening and wants to talk to you. Not dramatic at all. So, Samantha.
What are you talking about? She's on the phone?
Yes, she's listening right now. Samantha?
Yeah, hi.
Oh, my God.
So first, Charlie, let me just say that there's absolutely no drama at all to be worried about. And just to explain that post, I recently got out of a relationship, and my ex had done that to me a few weeks ago. And
sounds drama-free.
Well, yeah, right? and so I did it back. But what the point is we both shot our shots off the mast at each other, and it's over.
Oh, sure.
All right.
If I could, and listen, Samantha, I really enjoyed your company, and as I said before I knew you were there, absolutely beautiful girl, but I felt like I had been cast in this role of your boyfriend, and you were shooting like you were just looking for somebody to stand next to you in the Instagram shot.
I know. I'm sorry that it came off that way, and I made you feel that way, or any of that. I could not be more sorry. But the truth is I really do like you, like quite a lot. and that isn't normally me. I was emotional and sort of just overly excited when I had finally met you and you were you. So I'm hoping that this doesn't kill things.
Oh, wow. Well, that's really nice of you to say, Sam. But I was just kind of like, what the hell is going on here?
I get it.
Yeah, no, but like really, Sam, like what were you thinking when you posted it? Were you thinking about how you liked him, or were you just thinking about getting back at your ex?
Honestly, I was like 2 drinks in, rounding the third, and having fun, and I don't know what made me think this is a good time to do this, or that I should at all.
Right, because I think what you said is really nice, but it is a red flag if you're on a date with somebody and you're 2 drinks in and the first thought is your ex, right?
Right.
Well, no, okay, just in my defense, the first thought wasn't my ex. The first thought was, what he said was super funny, and I want to remember this moment, and I took the picture, but then when I started running it through the filters and saw how good it turned out.
Okay.
Then you thought revenge.
Yeah.
I get that. I've been there. I understand.
It's a good pick.
But you got to understand that it comes off as a little crazy, right, Charlie?
Totally crazy, and it just seems like she's got this thing where she's got to let everybody know, including Jake, that she's going out with somebody else. I don't need this, man. I don't need Jake all of a sudden contacting. Who knows? I don't know how things ended, but all of a sudden I go home. Here I am on her Instagram with a quote that says, "Sorry, Jake, looks like I've moved on."
Well, I will say, Charlie, you should be flattered, though, because no girl would post that if you were ugly. You're obviously an upgrade from Jake, because that is the only reason she would text and tag Jake in that.
The picture really did come out really great in spite of it all, and I know it was stupid of me to write that caption, and I really hope that I'm not entirely judged by one stupid, buzzed, bad caption.
Well,
you know?
Let's find out. Charlie, would you like to go out with Samantha on another date? We will pay for it. Will you go out with her again?
Can it be social media free?
Oh.
Of course. Yeah.
Of course?
Yeah,
really? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not so sure I trust you.
Well, give me a chance to build back the trust.
I think you can actually trust her, because if she was going to call us and put all this on the air, and if her ex heard, she looks pretty pathetic right now. So she's just risking a lot for this date, I'm saying.
Thank you.
What do you think, Charlie?
You know what? I think it's worth one more date. Let's do it.
Yay!
Oh, cool.
So that's sweet. All right. Well, congratulations, you two. And hey, Samantha, on this date, if you actually do try to lean in for a kiss, it might actually happen.
Jubal, you weren't supposed to say anything.
Hello?
Hi, is this Kristen?
Yes.
Thank God you're okay. How are you? This is Jubal.
What? Who?
Jubal radio show.
Yeah. Why are you calling me?
I'm calling you because we got an email from a friend of yours who is very concerned. Well, I don't know how much of a friend he is, actually.
Yeah.
His name is Adam, and you apparently went out with him last night.
Oh my God. Are you serious?
Yeah. We do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. That's where if you go out with somebody and then end up not calling them after, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and find out why. Normally, people wait like a couple weeks or a month to email us, but he emailed us and wanted us to get a hold of you because apparently you walked out of your date crying last night, and he has no idea why.
I told him that he should wait a little bit longer because you're probably embarrassed.
No, I'm not really embarrassed. I mean, you really want to get into it?
You're not embarrassed to break down in tears when talking about Greek yogurt, and then...
Oh, he told you what we were talking about?
Yeah. He said that he thought everything was going well until the topic of yogurt came along, and he brought up the fact that he enjoys playing Greek yogurt, and that's when you started to cry, and then left.
I mean, it's just something I do.
Wait, what do you mean? It's like every time you go to the grocery store and you walk by the aisle, you're just in tears?
No, it has really nothing to do with Greek yogurt. It's just a thing I do, like, if I'm just not feeling it. I mean, I wasn't really feeling the date. I was kind of over it. And I just decided, like, I'm just going to start crying, and he'll freak out, and he won't want to touch it after that. And so I just left.
What? You're using crying as an out on a date?
You can just do that?
It works, because so many guys just don't know what to do, and they don't want to deal with it. They think I'm crazy.
No, that's actually a really good idea. If you were to just start crying on a date and be like, I have to go, I'd be like, I'm not going to argue with that. Get out of here. Go do whatever it is that you have to do.
Yeah, guys don't want to deal with it. They think that there's something wrong with you. You're fragile, you're crazy, and they just don't want to deal with it.
Oh my
You're
God,
you're like an evil genius.
It works.
But why didn't you like your date so much? I mean, he sounded like a really nice guy.
Nice? I mean, not really. He wasn't really that nice. I actually thought he was kind of a pig.
Whoa, really?
Okay.
Like, what kind of a pig? Well, there's different levels of pig. I mean,
what do you say? Like potbelly? Is that what you want to
well,
know?
I mean, did you feel like he was just disheveled and dirty? Did you feel like he was like, unkempt? Did you feel like there was another part of him that was like a male chauvinist pig? There's all kinds of pigs.
You do bring up, no, he brings up a good point.
Definitely chauvinist.
Chauvinist, okay.
Sexist.
He's sexist. What did he do that was sexist?
We were talking about things in school, and I was talking about how, like, I went to school for like math, and he said, "Oh wow, most girls aren't good at math. That's really cool."
Whoa. Oh yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah, that is
Most
dumb.
girls aren't good at math. That is pretty stupid because every girl that I cheated off of in high school to get to pre-algebra was really good at math.
To get to pre-algebra.
Yeah.
Those
And
sixth graders I
a-
was cheating off of
they
when
were-
I was a junior.
They were 8th graders and I was a senior.
Okay,
And most
sorry.
of them were female and they were really good at math. And me being a man, I was terrible at it. So I would never say that.
Did you tell him that you were offended by him saying that?
I let that one go for a second. I was like, okay, let me give him the benefit of the doubt. And then we started talking about cars, and like I was saying how I had to get a repair on my car, and I was talking to the mechanic, and he was like thinking that I couldn't handle myself at a mechanic shop, and why didn't I do it? And do you want me to help you? Girls are always victims at these things, and I'm like, cool, I got it.
Yeah.
Oh
I don't blame you for pulling the crying card at this point.
Yeah, it's like, after all that, then we were talking about careers and work, and then he said, you're so pretty, you don't need to work.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Yeah, at that point I was like, he already thinks I'm some fragile little girl, so let me just let the tears flow.
I know. In his mind, he's like, there it is. I knew she was a woman deep down. Good at math, good at cars, whatever. I knew the tears were going to come. That's all right, sweetheart. Kristen, thank you for telling us a little bit about why you weren't calling Adam back and why you fake cried in the middle of the date.
Yeah.
I do have to tell you, though, that Adam is actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, how can you fake crying to get out of something you don't want to deal with?
I mean, if you're going to be clueless about the things that you say, like, it's just going to get all ugly and awkward. Because I was getting irritated, and I don't want to let my bad side come out and start putting you in your place.
Oh.
Listen, I mean, I'm just trying to give you compliments, and the response is to, like, lie about it and make me worried about you?
Compliment? You think that's a compliment? You were saying that I'm smart for a girl. Like,
Oh my God.
that is not cool. What am I supposed to say to that?
I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, I was telling you how smart you were.
for a girl, like, do you not see how you're coming across? That's so chauvinist and sexist. No girls like that.
I don't know. I don't know what to say. I mean, like, I really do think you're smart for a girl.
Oh my God, Adam!
The point
you
is,
not realize in saying that you're saying that all men are smarter than women?
What? No, there's guy smart and girl smart. There's two different kinds of people.
Oh my! Are you like you're ignorant?
So wait, I'm confused. Like, you're gonna say that guys and girls just aren't like naturally wired differently? Guys kind of have, they're predisposed to math, and if a girl's smart at it, then great. I mean, I don't know how that's a bad thing.
No. The only reason men excel at math and science is because they're actually pushed into those fields and encouraged to do those things. Where we live in an antiquated society where for years females have been told that they can't do that stuff.
I guess that's kind of my point. So that's exactly right. Like, I'm a guy, so I have to be good at math and science. But if I'm a pretty person, I can be a pretty girl, and things can come to you. It's just kind of it's like lucky that she's that way. I wish I didn't have to do the things I have to do.
Adam, do you even hear the nonsense coming out of your mouth? You sound like a total moron.
You sound more than a moron. You sound someone who is legitimately living back in 1950.
Dude, I feel like I need help. I have two women attacking me and all these guys just listening. Like, guys, I thought you'd be there to help. I mean, seriously?
Yeah, you're on your own on this one. Yeah, you hung yourself out to dry a long time ago. You can deal with that. I'm good. I can watch.
The other guys in the room actually believe in, equality. It's a weird concept that some people buy into.
Listen, I believe in equality too, but between men and women, things are just different. Some things girls just have easier because they're pretty.
But not all pretty women just get money thrown at them. It doesn't work that way.
Well, some do. I mean, let's be honest. There are some that do. There are some pretty dudes that get money thrown at them too. I don't know how they do it. I am jealous of all of pretty people for getting money thrown at them. But Adam, you can see why she didn't really like your date, can't you?
I don't know. I guess we're just not a good match because I don't think I did anything wrong.
And that's the problem. That right there is exactly the problem.
Oh my God, Adam, I feel so sorry for you.
Well, that sounds like you might be interested in going out with him again, Kristen. I'm not as smart as a girl, but I am picking up on a vibe. Would you like to go out with Adam one more time on a second date? We will pay for it.
Definitely not.
But we'll pay for it. I have the money that you might not have.
Yeah,
Kristen.
Because us little women, how could we ever make ends meet?
Can't say no to
Oh no, I don't want to get money thrown at me because I'm pretty.
Well, I'll throw it your way if you want to go out with Adam again.
No, thank you.
Oh, all right. Sorry, Adam. I tried to get you a second date there.
Yeah. It doesn't sound like it.
What are you talking about? I tried to appeal to her womanly sensibilities of wanting to get money for free, and it didn't work.
Whatever. I'm done with this.
All right. Well,
too bad.
Regardless, thank you for emailing us to do a second date update, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to turn to you guys for help again.
He's stubborn like a typical man.
Hello.
Hi, can I speak to Billy, please?
This is Billy.
Hey, what's up, man? How are you? This is Jubal.
Oh, okay. Hi.
Hi. Are you familiar with our radio show?
Yeah, I'm not a listener, but I know who you guys are.
Cool. Okay. You're like a lot of people then.
Yeah.
Well, I'm calling you today because Rachel wanted us to call you. Do you know a Rachel?
I do know a Rachel.
Cool.
Sorry, what's this about?
Did you go out with a girl named Rachel to eat sushi a little while ago?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. And have you been calling her back or texting her back since?
I don't really know that it's any of your business.
That's valid.
Well, I mean, yeah, that is valid. It's really none of our business, except Rachel emailed us because she's wondering why you're not calling her back.
Okay, well, what are you, like her brother or something?
No, but I wish I was. She seems nice.
Yeah, she does seem really nice. That's weird.
No, we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. So Rachel wants to know if she did something wrong when you guys went out.
Okay.
She said really nice things about you. She thought you were really awesome and that maybe she's the one that screwed everything up.
Well, what all did she tell you exactly?
Well, she told us that you guys went out to sushi and she has never eaten sushi before. And she thought she might have embarrassed herself because she ended up spitting out some of her food and couldn't use the chopsticks. And then she told us at the end of the date, you kissed her on the forehead and she asked if you guys could go out again. You said, sure. And then that was it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. The sushi thing, like, it was just a awkward situation to begin with, but I don't know. At the end of the day, I just, after having gotten to meet her and get to know her a little bit, I just didn't really think that she's the type of girl that I'd really want to date.
Well,
type of girl.
like anti-sushi girl, or more than that?
No. What all did she tell you exactly?
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
It sounds like something crazy happened that she's leaving out.
No, nothing crazy happened. It's just like so we had sushi. It was like awkward and weird, but we got through it, and we ended up like exchanging, celebrity encounter stories.
Oh yeah, she did tell us that.
Oh,
she told us
I forgot about that.
she told us the story about her getting caught smoking weed by Tom Hanks.
And you don't like that?
No, I don't know. I actually thought that was cute. She told me that, and then she also told me about another encounter that she had with a hugely famous person that, I don't know, it just kind of unsettled me a little bit.
What was it?
Did she get caught smoking weed by Guy Fieri, too?
That is unsettling.
You guys are hilarious.
Sounds like we're killing you over there, so thank you for the compliment.
You are, kind of.
Okay. In a bad way.
So whatever her story was, you didn't like it?
No, it kind of freaked me out a little bit. She hooked up with a hugely famous person.
Awesome. Who?
Is it The Rock?
She wouldn't tell me who. She told me that she went to this person's concert, at the mid-2000s, some R&B performer, really popular at the time. She was telling me all this stuff, but she wouldn't tell me who he was, and she ended up hooking up with him. So, wondering, A, why is she not telling me who he is? And B, mid-2000s, R&B performer, hugely popular, who else am I going to think? She's talking about Usher, right?
That's who I thought immediately. That was the first person that came to mind. I'm like, she's the confession.
That's what I was thinking, yeah. I was thinking Usher or Keith Sweat. Either one is pretty cool.
Keith Sweat.
Yeah, for one thing, I'm not really interested in dating someone who sleeps with pop stars, but for another thing, everything that's come out about Usher in the news lately, I'm not really interested in rolling myself into an STD, if you know what I mean.
Why not? They can be fun, dude. They can be fun.
Hold on, all of you right now. She tells you that she hooks up with a major celebrity. You assume it's Usher, and then because he apparently has herpes, you think that she has it.
That sounds like pretty good math.
That is a huge leap, man.
It does kind of make sense.
That is like jumping off a cliff. You are giving her an STD and you know no actual factual information.
Okay, the fact that she gave me was that she slept with a hugely popular R&B star in the mid-2000s. So
it can only be Usher.
No, you guys, there's other
Who else was there?
You guys don't know
who was that?
Oh, that's Rachel. She's on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Yeah, first of all, I never said who it was. So for you to assume that you know and then make more assumptions?
Okay, well, why didn't you tell me who it was?
Because it's none of your business.
You're the one that brought it up.
Well, because we were talking about celebrity encounters, but it's not like...
How much fun is the game of celebrity encounters if you don't say who the celebrity was?
That's true. I hooked up with a famous person once, not going to tell you who.
I'm really aghast that you presume to know who it was, and by that think that you know my health. Get out of here, honestly.
I will say sometimes I have heard that some people have to sign non-disclosure agreements before they actually do the deed with super famous people.
Look, I never said that I did the deed. I said I hooked up. That could mean kissing. That could mean whatever. See, you're assuming too, Brooke.
Well, I just assume hook up is the same as, getting it really on.
Well, maybe you're a little more fast than me.
That is probably true, Rachel.
Yeah. Well, I think if you're kissing Usher, it's only leading to one place. How do you walk away from that and not do it, even though he has herpes? Whatever,
She never said
it's Usher.
I never, ever said it was Usher.
Okay, fine. So who is it then? Tell us. If it's not a big deal, if you only hooked up and kissed this person, who is it? R. Kelly?
No.
Is it Neo?
Oh, Neo.
No.
Neo is sexy.
No, I'm not going to play the guessing game. It was a funny story. I thought it was a funny story of me being a stupid kid. And now it's just become like a Guess Who episode and assumptions about like how fast I am.
I think more than anything, people just want to know who it is because none of us have ever kissed or whatever with a celebrity.
Yeah.
Well, you should be more charming.
Rachel,
A lot of people have said that to me over the years, and I agree with you completely. Why can't you just say who it is, though?
Leave Rachel alone. She doesn't want to say who it is, okay?
Thank you.
It has nothing to do with whether or not she has an STD. He made a huge assumption off of no knowledge, and that's not fair to her.
Okay, fine. Fair enough. Fair enough. But I will assume that she has STDs.
In general.
That is just rude.
Wow. I mean, that's who you are. That's the assumption that you make about people. No, you know what? You're disgusting. You think you know it all. You don't know shit. So I'm happy to never, ever see you again.
Well, don't speak too soon, Rachel. We'll still have to ask him if he'll go out with you again. Billy, would you like to go out with Rachel on a second date? We'll pay for it.
Yeah, will you guys pay for my Valtrex prescription as well?
Oh, my God.
Hello?
Hey, is this Russell?
Yes, it is.
Hey, what's up, Russell? How are you? My name is Jubal.
All right.
Yeah, just bragging about my job. I'm calling you today because one of our listeners sent us an email about you.
Oh, all right.
We do a segment on our show. It's called the Second Date Update. So Edie, the girl you went out with a little while ago, you met at a bar.
Uh-huh.
She emailed us because she really liked hanging out with you, but now it seems like you don't want to go out again.
No, she didn't.
Yeah,
No,
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she did.
No.
Yeah, she did.
Definitely did. Definitely.
I mean, that's really nice. I think she's being nice.
What do you?
No, I don't think she's being nice. I think she really liked you.
I don't know about that.
Do you think that, I mean, she told us that she was dating somebody else, but they weren't exclusive. Did that put you off?
I mean, like, not at the time, but...
But now it bothers you.
Yeah.
Why does it-
all of a sudden?
Yeah.
So she told you about the pizza off then?
Yes, she did.
Yeah.
Okay, so we did this pizza competition. Hers was much better than mine.
Okay.
So
I'm sorry for your
after
loss.
that, so after that night, thank you. So after that night, I decided to like go back to her pizza place because I thought it was great and I was going to pick up a slice.
Oh.
And as soon as I walked in, Edie was there with this other guy.
Oh, shoot.
And
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but she's single. That's, I mean, and you don't even know that she's on a date, man. It's her favorite pizza place. Of course she's going to be there, you guys.
With
Everyone is
another
freaking
guy?
out for no reason. Yes, women have friends, Jose. It happens.
I don't know. That's sketchy.
Yeah.
I mean, their body language really felt like a date. It didn't feel like friends. It felt like, it looked like a date.
Could be a cousin. I hold hands with my cousin.
But you guys, even if it is a date, who cares? Russell, you're not in a relationship with her. You went on one date. You guys didn't even kiss.
Yeah, sure. But the thing is that this guy was like far more better looking than I will ever be. Yeah. And he knew how to dress. His clothes looked good. It was just, I mean, he was like a Disney prince. I mean, after seeing that, like, I couldn't ask her out again.
Wait, you don't
Because
want
he's
to date
hot.
her because the other guy she's kind of seen is better looking than you?
Yes.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Look, like, I've seen this story before, and if you're going to put me up against, like, a gladiator, I'm done. Like, I can't put in, like, my time and my energy and, like, weeks and days to try to compete with this guy. Like, that's not going to happen.
But you,
So you're just giving up the race before you even start running it.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's ludicrous. You know, I mean, this guy could be an idiot. This guy could be a jerk. This guy could be boring. Looks aren't everything. Yeah, they're fun for a little while, but they don't last. You could be the long haul, the marathon runner that wins the race, Russ.
Well, it's actually more than that because, like, they look good together. They look like a couple. They're like when you buy a frame and they're in the frame.
Right. Okay. So you're doing the world a favor by letting them date each other because they should be, because they're both hot and they'll make hot babies too.
They're going to have wonderful children.
Oh my God, you guys. She is obviously not even that interested in that guy. If she was head over heels for this guy, she wouldn't have ever even gone on a date with you, let alone contacted us to call you.
I mean, it put a bad feeling in my stomach. Like, I didn't even order pizza. Like, I just turned around and left.
Wow, you know it's bad when another dude is so hot, you lose your appetite, right?
I mean, it's just how it is. And, like, if you talk to her again, you know, I wish her the best in her future relationship, but it's just like, it's obvious.
Okay, well, you can wish her the best yourself because Edie is on the other line listening and wants to talk to you, Russell.
Hi, Russell.
Oh, God.
Hey, are you okay? I feel bad now that I'm hearing what happened.
I mean, I'm fine. Are you? I don't know what to say.
Hey, I feel really bad. I'm so sorry that you saw that. I had no idea.
Were you on a date?
Yeah, it was a date.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Was it with the other guy?
It was the other guy. Yeah, it was the other guy. But
Well, congratulations, Edie. He sounds amazing.
oh my gosh.
I totally knew it. I called it.
Okay, so I mean, it was a date, but it was just casual. Like, it wasn't a big deal. I had so much fun with you the other night, and so I was just really hoping that we could go out again.
I mean, after seeing what else you're dating, like, I don't know if I can.
What else?
Like, I can't. Like, that's all I'm going to be thinking about.
Maybe Edie wants to slum it, Russell. You don't know.
You guys,
Yeah.
everybody.
No,
Edie,
no.
tell him what you think is so attractive about him.
Okay, Russell, you have no idea. Like, I've dated, like, super muscular guys in the past, and, like...
I'm not feeling any better. I'm not feeling any better.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the thing, though. Well, I felt like we had something really special, and I just felt like we connected almost immediately, and just we had, like, more depth in one date than I felt with, you know, other guys in the past. And, I mean, I don't want you to beat yourself up about any of this because I think you're really good looking and I think you're really attractive and, like, you have such a great personality that I just want to, like, spend more time with you and get to know you.
Thanks. It's I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm a great fit for, like, I don't know, like, more for, like, a normal girl. Like, you're really smoking, and this dude was really smoking, and I'm like, smoking people should be with smoking people. Like,
Oh my gosh.
No, you have to mix the attractitivness, Russ.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
mix
not
it
like
up.
that.
Throw,
Like, I
throw
think,
people for a loop.
okay, I think you are an attractive guy. Like, I think I was really attracted to you. Like, I like slender, like, your whole look and vibe is great. I think you're really attractive.
Edie, like, thanks. Like, the compliments are great. But, like, I saw you guys together on this date, and, like, you guys were laughing and, like, could see that you guys were, like, adorable. And it makes sense. And it's like a romantic comedy at a pizza place. Like, I can't.
It sounds like Russell just wants to watch a reality show of Edie and whoever you're dating, Edie.
Yeah, I can't even see it anymore. I just gotta move on. I can't.
I'm just really disappointed. I mean, I really thought that, like, there was something there, and I hope that I wasn't wasting my time going through all of this because I really hoped that we could reconnect and just, like, you know, see if we could be adorable together, too.
Oh, come on, Russ.
You hear that,
come
Russell?
around.
Russell, would you go out on a second date with Edie? We'll pay for it.
I mean, yeah, I really would, but if I was her, I'd say no.
You're not her, Russ. You're just answering for you.
She wants to go out with you, so the
Right.
choice is yours.
You know what? I'll say yeah, and we'll probably have a good time, but I can just foresee, like, a day or two or a month or two, she's going to be like, why did I ever do that thing?
Wow.
Are you calling yourself that thing?
I am.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, Ross, I think there could be something there, but just, like, have confidence. I mean, just don't worry about this other, you know, muscly guy. Just forget about him. You have so many great qualities and things that I really appreciate.
Yeah, my pizza feeding skills are just 100%.
Yeah, exactly, Russell. I bet you that guy's body fat's so low he doesn't even eat pizza. You can eat all the pizza you want with Edie.
That's right. I'm carb friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's hot, Russ. That is hot right there.
Hello.
Hi, it's Vanessa there.
This is she.
Hey, Vanessa, how are you? This is Jubal radio show.
You're on the radio?
Yes. I'm going to go ahead and just going to guess that you haven't heard of the show before.
It's a show? Like, the
Yes.
show is called Jubal?
Yes, it's a radio show.
Is this like a country show? Is it like, do you guys talk about stuff? What's
No,
What?
it's not. It's not. It's just, I mean, it's just a regular morning radio show. We do all kinds of wacky prank phone calls and things like that, you know.
Are you pranking me?
No, I'm not pranking you right now. I do want to talk to you about something, though, if you have a moment.
Okay, I guess depending on what it is.
Well, the other day, one of our listeners emailed us about you.
About me.
Yes.
Go on.
His name is Ben, and you guys went out on
Nope, I'm not interested.
Wow, that was
Okay.
You
quick.
have his contact information, just let him to know to stop calling me.
All right, well, hold up, though. You didn't even let me finish what I was going to say.
I don't need to let you finish.
What?
The answer is no. I don't know why he's contacting you to contact me. Is that what's going on?
You don't even want to know. You don't even want to know why Ben would send us an email about you.
I know why Ben is emailing you. He wants to go out with me again. He has made that very clear.
You may
Yes,
want
he
to
does.
hear what he has to say, because Ben said some things that you did that weren't super awesome.
I'm sure I know exactly what he said.
All right. Well,
It was not a good night. Ben was not a great guy. To be honest, I thought he was. At first, my friend really talked him up, and it's a no. Just gonna be a no.
can I ask you a question about the date? Is that possible?
Yeah.
Without you getting
Sure.
mad at me? Okay. He said that when you guys went out, everything went fine. Like you guys were getting along, and then you started just raging about the waitress, and you got so angry that you ended the date by storming off to your car and haven't talked to him again.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. So, but from talking to you, it sounds like you were angry with him.
Yeah. Ben did not pass the test, and that's no more dates for him.
What's the test? Wait, what test?
To be honest, I'm very attractive. I'm sure Ben made that clear to you. I am a very attractive person, and I'm not being haughty about it. I'm just being real. I'm generally attractive to most people.
Okay.
All right. Hey,
Very humble.
confidence is a good thing.
Yeah, very humble, too.
Yeah. No, of course. But I'm aware of that, and I'm not a shallow person. Obviously, I mean Ben is attractive enough, but he's not. I'm more attractive than Ben is, not to be mean.
Okay.
But a lot of times I have to deal with people who only want to date me because I'm attractive. So I set up a test process so that I can weed out the bad ones.
That's
What was the
actually
test?
kind of genius. Like, I don't understand it because I'm not that hot.
Thank you.
But
Oh, I'm sure you're very hot.
What was the test?
When I date guys, the first date is like when you find out what they're made of inside, like what kind of guy they actually are, not just looks, not what they're based on. And a lot of guys will just want to date me because I'm hot. So
Right.
I make it so I kind of provoke them to call me out on my shit. So that's why whenever I go out on a first date, I choose the restaurant. So the waitress is my friend, and so I wasn't being unfair to her, but I act unfairly. I call out little micro things like the water being messed up or not tall enough or quarter-inch from the top. Like I've told him that I've waitressed before and that she is a waitress. And I just like badger the waitress. And if he isn't willing to call me out and tell me that I'm being a jerk, then I don't want to be with somebody who would just agree with me because they're like, well, she's hot. Screw it if she's a mean, horrible person.
this is the most, I mean, at first I thought you were super vain, but now I just think you're an evil genius.
Genius! I was in the restaurant industry for years. This never happens.
Oh, it's happened. You just don't know about it. I'm not the only girl doing this.
Wow.
Dude, I
So the
love
waitress
it.
was your friend.
Yeah. She knows all about this.
And he just went along with the whole thing.
Yeah, he just kind of like shrugged and was like, oh yeah, like we'll get another menu. And like, oh yeah, the water does seem weirdly small from the top. I'm like, that makes no sense.
Is it almost fun for you? Like, how far can I go before this guy actually stands up for what's right?
This is making me sound like I'm like an evil like sorceress who's like thinking of all these ways to do things, but it's not like that. I honestly want to find somebody of substance, like a partner who's willing to call me out. And, I've done this a dozen times. I mean, and out of all those, I've literally only gone on a second date with one guy.
Really?
And it's because he called me out. He was like, you're kind of being a jerk. And I was like, oh, round of applause for this one. Let's try this out.
Oh my God!
One dude out of dozens actually call you out for being an a-hole because everybody else just wanted to date you because you're hot.
I'm glad that you're impressed by all this, but are we done with this phone call?
We are almost done. I just have one more thing I need to say to you.
Okay, what else do you want to know? I feel like I've told you everything.
Oh, I don't want to know anything. I just want to let you know that Ben is actually on the other line listening to this conversation and really wants to talk to you.
Are you serious? Okay, what else do you want to know? I feel like I've told you everything.
Oh, I don't want to know anything. I just want to let you know that Ben is actually on the other line listening to this conversation and really wants to talk to you.
Are you serious?
Yes. Ben, you there? Or did you run away?
No, I'm definitely here. Vanessa, that's pretty what you did back at the restaurant. And look, I'm going to call you out now because apparently you like that kind of thing. And I didn't call you out back then because I'm trying to be a nice guy. And this is the first freaking date that I have been on with you. I'm not going to, cause drama immediately. I get to know somebody
That's not
first.
drama.
I'm trying to get
It's
to
not
know
drama
you.
to call somebody out on being mean. You could have easily just been like, nope, that's, the water isn't weird. Do you have a problem with this waitress? You could have literally said anything instead of just being a little, oh, yeah, that was you. That's what it felt like being on a date with you then.
You get to know somebody first, and then once you get to know somebody, then you can call them out for all their But I'm just trying to get to know who you are, and you're
Okay, but you called no. You called a radio station to try and get a second date with me, even though I was an asshole. So, if I wasn't attractive, would you want a second date? If I didn't look like this, would you want a second date? That's a no, isn't it? Okay, well, in case in point.
I mean, Ben, you've got to be honest. You didn't say one thing about her other than how hot she was. I honestly don't know anything about Vanessa.
Why are you giving her more ammunition? She doesn't know that. Look, everybody is attracted initially by beauty. That's just the way it works.
Mm-hmm. I'm not saying that you're a terrible person, but you're not the right person for me. I'm looking for somebody who is willing to call me out, willing to communicate with me if I'm being irrational about something. I don't want you to just be like, oh, pacify it, it's fine, I can have sex with her later. It's great, it'll be worth it.
I don't really know what to do. Look, I feel like I've been scammed, okay? Like one of those scams over the internet where you lose all your money and you don't really know what happened. And I feel like you didn't give me a fair date. And I deserve a fair date. Everyone does. And so, that's all I'm asking. I'm only asking for just a fair date, somebody that's open and honest and not playing tricks.
Hey, Vanessa, would you like to go out with Ben one more time? We will pay for a second date.
I want to give him a round of applause for that wonderful speech he just gave, but no.
Oh, my God.
Man.
You are brutal.
He made a point.
Well, you know what? Look, okay, that kind of steals the deal for me because if you're going to be an asshole like that, I wouldn't want to date an asshole anyway.
Oh, now he doesn't want to date an asshole.
Ben, if you would have done that on our first date, maybe we'd be going on a second date now. You would have had to call a radio station to get in touch with me.
This is bullshit, man.
Ben, I'm sorry you did not get a second date.
Look, I can't win. If I called her out and didn't like who she was, then she would like me. And if I didn't and wanted to get to know her more, then she won't like me.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess on your next date, just as soon as you start going out, just call him out on everything. Just be rude.
Is that what you're wearing?
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to do that next time.
Hello?
I was looking for Trevor.
This is Trevor. What do you got?
Trevor, how are you, man? This is Jubal.
What is that?
That is a radio show.
Jubal is your name?
Yes, it is. How are you?
I'm great. Good morning. What can I do for you?
Good morning. Well, I actually have a question about a date that you went on. One of our listeners emailed us about you. And I'll just get to brass tacks. I can tell you're a business kind of guy.
Yeah, he straight to the point here.
Okay, whatever. Do what you need to do.
All right. So here's the deal. You recently went out with a girl named Heather. You remember going out with Heather?
I do remember going out with Heather, yes. Why are you asking me about it now?
Well, because Heather emailed us saying that after your date, which was the most romantic date she's ever been on, by the way, after your date, you stopped texting her and she's wondering why.
Wow. That's a real grown-up move there, Heather.
What? Wait, I don't get it. Are you upset by that? Are you being sarcastic or?
That she emailed the radio station to complain about why I'm not calling her after our date.
It wasn't a complaint.
Yeah, not to complain about it. She's just in the dark. She doesn't know why you stopped talking to her.
Mm-hmm. Well, all I can say is I'm good there.
You're good there.
What? Wait,
You're telling me that you're good there and you put that much effort into a first date.
We talked to Heather, and she told us about the date you took her on, the private meal on a rooftop with all of her favorite foods made by private chefs. Yeah. That's a lot to do for a lady.
That's kind of just what I do.
That's what you do on all your first dates?
No, it's just kind of what I do in life. It's little details are important, and if you can ace the details, then you're going to ace the test.
Okay,
so
it's not a test.
So this wasn't even that crazy of a first date for you.
For me, no.
For her,
it was. For her, yes.
Right. Okay.
But I knew it would be that way, and it was all by design.
Okay, wait. I'm confused. The way she described you, you were charming, you were romantic, and right now you're coming off as kind of a smug a-hole.
Well, you call me in the middle of my business day in a situation like this, I'm not going to be particularly happy about it.
All right.
Okay,
so we can get you on
that.
the phone as quick as possible if you wouldn't mind just telling us why you're not wanting to talk to her.
Look, we had a lovely time, and I got what I wanted out of the date.
You get what you wanted out of it, but you didn't even kiss her at the end. What did you want out of it?
Dinner?
If you must know, I did it for a business deal.
What?
You did it for a business deal going out with her.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
I sometimes do business with her father.
Yeah, she told us that.
And sometimes in a deal, the numbers can all line up and it can all look great, but it's really the personal touch that closes. And this guy clearly had a soft spot for his daughter. She was a good-looking gal. He mentioned that it might be a good idea that I date her, so I called her up and I took her on the best date of her life.
So you're telling me that you used her as a stepping stone in your little effing career?
I'm not saying that, no, but I will tell you that 2 days later I closed the deal.
You are oh my.
So,
once the money comes
so
in.
you took her out just to close the deal with her father?
Not just to close the deal. We had a nice time. She had a nice time, I'm sure. It wasn't a wasted night in her life.
Yes, it was. You were texting her afterwards and you couldn't wait to see her again. You played with her emotions. You totally let her on. You're a total
Jeez, Brooke.
Look, you can call me names all you want, but I'm just being honest with you guys. You called me, and I'm the one closing multi-million-dollar deals on a regular basis.
Yeah, but you didn't have to,
use
I mean,
people?
couldn't you just go, yeah, sure, I'll go out with your daughter and take her on a regular date and not try to be super romantic about it?
So I should take her on a date?
Or, hey, I don't know. Maybe you just don't use his daughter at all and you're actually a good businessman and you make a deal without having to use somebody's daughter in the process of it.
Listen, sweetheart, in business, you do whatever you need to do to close the deal, okay? I close the deal. The day that you're doing things like that, you can come talk to me, but I'm the one who knows my business.
Good look.
And by the way, her dad offered her up.
She's
so I'm going to take advantage of that.
It's not a bonus structure, you
Dad's fault.
You are an asshole. He didn't offer me up. Oh, my God.
Boy.
Yeah.
All right, what's going on here?
Trevor, that's Heather. She's actually on the other line listening and wanted to talk to you.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, it is.
You f***ing used me. You took me on this romantic dinner. You told me all these things that you loved about me, how you wanted to see me again. Like, what the hell was that? That was...
And you had a great time, right?
Yeah, I had a great time because I believe you really liked me.
I do like you, Heather, but that doesn't mean I'm going to marry you. That doesn't mean that we're obligated to have anything beyond that night.
Oh, man.
You are the biggest ass I have ever met in my entire life. I've never met someone as awful as you. Ever.
I don't really have much of a response to that. All I can say is that at the end of the day, ask yourself this question. Were you going home with me if I asked you?
No.
I saw the look in your eye at the end of the night. If I wanted to take you home with me, I 100% could have. And I didn't. I didn't even kiss you. I respectfully ended the night with you. So when it comes down to it, I was a true gentleman, no matter what you might think about.
Really? Really? You were a gentleman by wasting my time just to get a business deal with my father.
At what point did I sign a contract with you that gave me any obligation with you whatsoever?
You have an obligation just to be a good human being. Like, life is not business. You don't do this to people.
I never once treated you unkindly or disrespectfully. until you called the radio station trying to call me out.
He's right.
Yeah.
No, he's not right.
He didn't
It's
treat her
totally-
badly when they went out.
He treated her like an object, okay? Whether he said it to her face or not, that's as disrespectful as you freaking get.
He was nice about it.
Oh my God, you guys are idiots.
I'd like to go out on a
Yeah,
nice
but then
date.
he stopped texting me completely. So I don't really think that that's treating me well. Do you? Just leaving somebody hanging like that after taking them on an amazing date? You couldn't even just be honest and be like, actually, I went out with you to close the deal. Like, I might have even respected that a little more, but I had to call a radio station and get them to talk to you? Give me a break. I'm going to tell my dad to pull the deal with you. Like,
Well, it's a little late to pull the deal. Deal's closed, so it's not going to happen.
Dude, Trevor, how do you have like zero remorse whatsoever?
You know, I might feel a little bad about it, but when I open my bank account, I feel pretty good about how my business is going.
Oh my God, you narcissistic.
I feel sorry for you because you may say you have a bunch of money and you love your business, but you have no heart and no soul, and I pity you. You're going to end up alone.
Look, you never would have known about any of this if you hadn't done this bull thing that you're doing right now.
I would have still been
You
wondering.
could have had
I
the
actually
fantasy for
really
the rest
like
of your life of the guy that you could have had, and whatever happened to him. Well, we sure had a nice time that night.
Why not try to have another nice time? Trevor, would you like to go out on a second date with Heather? I know you have money, but we'll pay for it.
Please don't even offer that. I don't want to go.
Are you sure?
You know what, Heather? I think there's another deal that might be good for your dad in a couple of months, so maybe we just wait until then.
Oh my God, you did not.
Oh, Trevor, I can guarantee you my dad will not be doing any more deals with you.
Trevor, thank you for being brutally honest with us.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Oh my God, I'm angry.
And Heather, I'm sorry you had to find out that you were just a pawn in his game of trying to get some business done with your dad.
Yeah.
I guess it goes to show you don't listen to your dad anymore.
That's a good point.